Well, of course, we've seen some incredible research recently, as I wrote about today over at Heather News. I'll put a link to my article down below. Please do go and check it out and stay in touch with me via my Substack so you can receive all of my articles direct to your inbox. But of course, some of you say, well, look, polls are just one thing. The general election is years away. And of course, that's true. There is, however, a major Welsh by-election for the Senedd being held next week. Now, consider that in that constituency of Caerphilly, in the Westminster constituency just last year, Labour got just shy of double the number of votes as Reform. In terms of the Senedd constituency in 2021, Reform only got 1.7%. Now consider just how dramatically things have shifted. Claire Powell, the fantastic Reform candidate and a good friend of mine, top geezer, he absolutely ran rings around his opponents in the televised debate.
So your question there is about how we protect frontline services. That's why I've been clear what I would vote for a budget in this election. It's fine Lindsay stamping the ground saying he wants to cut the top. Plaid Cymru has propped up a Labour government 3 times in the Senedd. So come in here shouting. So would you have
illegal
more or less
immigration
right
is
now?
wrong, and we must
Would
stop
you
it.
have more or less migration to Caerphilly?
What we
Look,
it depends on what we need.
A great place.
And consider with Plaid Cymru now, their leader stated that there is no such thing as illegal immigration. Really?
And then you've got the very contentious end, which is illegal immigration, which by def clues in the name and all that. A lot of them are leaving a totally safe country in France to come here. They're coming for the meal ticket. They're still not coming for the weather.
Well, we disagree fundamentally on this. There's no such thing as illegal immigration as such. What we need is a system whereby every country is able to...
So there's illegal immigration.
No, the act of moving in itself isn't a matter of illegality. That is who we are as a party. Proudly internationalist. We see no borders where we see suffering.
But look, what's very clear in this Welsh by-election is that Labour aren't even really seriously in the running. It's between Reform and Plaid Cymru. And you can see here this reflected in this Survation telephone poll. Reform on 42%, Plaid on 38%, and Labour on just 12%. By the way, the Conservatives, increasingly as we're seeing all over the country, are totally irrelevant on 4%. And where is this Reform support coming from? Well, just over a quarter of those who voted Labour in 2021 have switched to Reform, as have 18% of Plaid voters and 70% of Conservative voters switching to Reform. So that is going to be a very interesting result. But regardless of if Reform win it or not, I think it shows you the massive shift underway, not just in opinion polls, but on the ground in elections across this country. Please do let me know, though, your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And, of course, as ever, cheers for watching.